Okay, this is the final lesson out of my marketing playbook. You can get a free copy at ryanspelts.com. Just fill in your email there and I'll send you a link, and it gives you a downloadable little deal so you can have an ebook and use the tools in there. I want to say two things about this. I first created this is the third edition, and every time you know, I don't know if there's other authors out there, but if you've ever written a book, you'll find the second you send that thing to print, you're going to find some errors, and you're also going to think of two or three things that you didn't put in the book that should have been in there. That's how it's been for me anyway. But I have been printing this. Like I said, this is my third edition. So this has been going for about 4 years. And just as I was doing these videos, I caught a pretty major error. And it's a little embarrassing because it's been in my book for, like I said, 4 years. We've given out to hundreds of people and clients and all kinds of stuff. So that error was, I wrote, you have 90 seconds to grab someone's attention. 90 seconds. It's been about 90 seconds that I've been talking in this video. So when I realized that I had put that in there, and obviously as a mistype, you have about 3 seconds. That amount of time is actually decreasing as time goes on because we have shorter attention spans with what we do, in the world with social media and TikTok and quick scrolling things on Instagram Reels and all of that kind of stuff. But mistakes are inevitable. It's part of what is going to happen when you put yourself out there. So the last lesson is don't be shy. And that means that you're going to have to do something, and you're going to have to reach out, and you're going to have to put yourself out there. When we first started our publishing business, both my wife and I were super nervous. We were nervous about putting our work out there. We were nervous about the criticism that we were going to receive. And today we're much braver people because we just started doing it. We set a deadline and we went for it. Today, when I started doing these videos a couple of months ago, it hasn't been that long, I was extremely nervous. I'm not really a shy person. I've always enjoyed public speaking. I've always enjoyed being in front of people. I'm a salesman. I did door-to-door sales. I'm not what you would call shy. And yet I was literally shaking. My heart was palpitating the first video that I shot. And then I tried to do a TikTok. Same thing happened again with a TikTok. And I just had to say, okay, don't be shy, be brave. One of my favorite book titles that I ever saw was Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. There's going to be a lot of things that create fear in your life. And so I encourage you to decide to be brave, to put yourself out there. The more personal you are, the more real you are in your business, the more people are going to appreciate it and they're going to respond well. The interesting thing that's happened, I started this little YouTube series with these videos, which have been great, and I've had a lot of great, response from people. They really enjoy the videos. But I also have had, and then I did my podcast, which we're in process of doing that. We put our first one out, which is Melissa and I and our startup story. And then I actually videoed my second podcast today with my son talking about Roof Max and how we got started there. So that was fun. And then tomorrow I have my third podcast planned with a really good friend of mine, and I'm really excited about it. His name's Steve Rich, and he is an amazing marketer and a great businessman and a friend of mine for the past 6 years. We met early on when I started Connection Publishing, and he has been a great asset and a great resource, and he's always looking to help, and I love him. He's awesome, and he agreed to come be on the podcast, and there'll be a lot of great gems in his podcast because he's had such an amazing life with a lot of experiences and a lot of power. It's been really cool. So I'm excited about that one. I was really nervous to ask him to come be on my podcast because I have so much respect for him, and he was happy to come be part of it, which is really cool. But put yourself out there. And what's interesting is as I've started doing these and putting them out, I probably have had at least 10 people say, oh, I need to do videos. Oh, I need to do, a podcast. I've been thinking about doing that for years. So what I'm saying is give yourself a deadline. Say, by this date, I'm going to have my first one done. And you don't even need fancy equipment. Luckily, we had a lot of equipment because we've done so many videos for Connection Publishing for advertisers and different things that I've been able to utilize a lot of those tools. But really, some of the most effective videos are shot on a phone, sitting in a car or walking in the park. And so don't get too worked up about what it looked like, but don't be shy. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Put yourself out there and start making content and trying things and see what happens. See what amazing things you can create in this world by just being brave and going for it. Good luck out there. Get the copy. This is the last lesson in my marketing playbook, but there's a lot more lessons on my website at ryanspelts.com. A lot of my sales trainings that I did for many years, I've trained hundreds of salespeople over the years, and I've always felt you should be a salesperson with integrity, and you should sell to everyone like you're selling to your own mom. And so you can learn those lessons on my website, and you can also get a free downloadable copy of Marketing Playbook by entering your email there. So this has been a lot of fun. I will continue on teaching a lot of the sales techniques next, and then diving further into a lot of the techniques that we use in helping customers achieve good results in their marketing. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.